Power moves collaboration with state governments on improved power supply. On the foreign scene, Russian president vowed interest for fifth term in office. And in sport, Super Eagles head coach to scout cheap. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assured the business community in Lagos State of a thriving environment to boost their businesses despite the global economic challenges. Governor Sanwo-Olu gave the assurance at the 8th Lagos Corporate Assembly tagged BOS Meets Business Community held at the Lagos House, Ikeja. The governor, who admitted the many challenges facing the business community, promised to engage them more and urged personnel in government agencies to interface with business owners with human face, noting that the state requires almost 7 trillion naira to fix its infrastructural deficits.
Resolutions on how we need to be engaging ourselves going further, right? Mr. President has given a tall order. We want an economy that can get up to 1 trillion by 2030. And for that to happen, Lagos must be in that conversation. It's the economic, commercial nerve center of our country. And the businesses that will make that happen need to be on the same page with Mr. President. And that's the whole essence of our meeting with him. And we've also agreed, after 3 hours, that there's a need for us to do a follow-up, engagement again.
Earlier, Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Mendeben, iterated that the state government will continue to use platforms such as the Corporate Assembly to sustain the engagement to move up the ladder on the Global Ease of Doing Business Index. Some of the stakeholders called for the governor's intervention in areas of environmental sanitation, multiple taxation, levies, and harmonization of inspection of business facilities. The event was attended by captains of industries, representatives of Manufacturer Association of Nigeria, MAN, heads of agencies and parastatals, micro, small and medium entrepreneurs, MSMEs, among others. In a bid to bridge the gap between government and its residents, the Lagos State government has held this year's Greater Lagos Summit themed renewed hope for a greater Lagos rising and the need for societal collaboration at Alausa, Ikeja. Speaking with newsmen, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated that the summit was organized to hear directly from different stakeholders on their plights and how they want the state government to serve them better. The governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, assured the representatives of various groups that the Greater Lagos Rising agenda will bring more succor to them in line with the renewed hope agenda of the President Bola Tinubu's administration. He called for collaborative efforts of all residents in ensuring a cleaner and greater Lagos through prompt payment of their taxes and other levies.
Generally, it is to unite Lagosians, to let them know that the success of the government is the success of everybody who has found Lagos to be his or her own Canaan land, a land where we make an honey. And whatever we can do to add to all the things that will make Lagos one of the best countries, one of the best cities to live in the world. That is all that the Greater Lagos Initiative is doing. Everything that is progressive, everything that is developmental.
On his part, the convener of the summit, Adeniyi Olutimehin, who is the president of the Greater Lagos Initiative, stated that the state government is committed to lifting all residents out of poverty through various empowerment skills and grants to make the state economically viable.
Administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu has done a lot of things, and they have promised a lot of improvement. So we need to key our people into their program so that they will be a greater beneficiary of those programs. This summit will orientate them, will give them clearer picture of the areas that the government are going to make impact in their life and the need for collaboration between the government and the people.
The stakeholders, including religious, traditional and community leaders, market men and women, artisans, brainstormed on various ways the state government's poverty alleviation programs get to those really in need and not for political affiliates alone. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated a newly constructed police area, M Command, Phase 2 and 3 in Idimu, Alimosho local government area of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Abimbola Saliu Ondei, said the inauguration of the infrastructure is not only remarkable, but also attests to the commitment of his administration in ensuring the safety and security of lives and properties of residents across the state. According to him, his administration has kept to the promise of building befitting edifice for the state, for the police in all the 14 divisions across the state. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lagos State, Lawal Pedro, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu's unwavering commitment to enhancing infrastructural development in justice administration and supporting the cause of law and order in Lagos State. Victims of Tundu Biri bombings in Igbagi local government area of Kaduna State have received relief materials from the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. Northwest Zonal Coordinator of NEMA, Abani Garki, who confirmed the donation, said it is not compensation for the loss of lives, but a token to bring relief to the victims, while condolences, food and non-food items. Now to the rest of the stories. Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu has hinted that the ministry will collaborate with state governments to address the challenges in the power sector and boost supply. Adelabu, who stated this when the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, paid him a visit, noted that meaningful transformation in the power sector is aimed on the active participation of government at the state level. According to the play in the distribution segment, which encompasses infrastructure enhancement, reducing metering gap, enforcing bills collection, rural electrification, combating power theft, preventing asset vandalization, and securing right-of-way for transmission lines. National President of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Chris Isiguzo, has commended journalists for their professionalism and reportage upholding the unity of Nigeria. Isiguzo gave the commendation at the second edition of NUJ's milestone recognition of media icons in Nigeria, themed The Place of Icons and Role Models in National Development, the NUJ Milestone Awards in Perspective. Isiguzo emphasized that the occasion is not just a celebration, but it showcases the importance of journalism and contributions of veterans to the development of the industry. The keynote speaker, Bauchi State Governor, importance of the media in national development, charged the media to uphold public officers accountable to their promises and be part of the task for nation building. Mohammed was represented by the sex of journalism.
Media can best be described as a shadow of its former vibrant self. While it is tempting to add the digital revolution to the walls of the print media, I would rather see the impact of technological change as part of the currents of history that compel migration from one business process to another within farms and industries.
17 people drawn from different sectors were awarded for their contributions to the growth and development of media in Nigeria. Now to foreign news. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he will be running for a fifth term in office. He announced this at an award ceremony for participants of the full-scale war he launched against Ukraine in 2022. It comes a day after election officials set 15th to 17th of March 2024 as dates for the presidential election. The re-election of 71-year-old Putin is seen as inevitable, with opposition almost non-existent and Russian media completely under his control. 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Pesaro will be among the spectators when Wembele's club, Chippa United, hosts Golden Arrows in a league game. Chippa United announced Pesaro's presence at the club's training on its official X handle. The coach met Nwabeli, his teammates, and other top officials of the club during his visit. The shortstopper, who has made one appearance